How's it going tonight, guys? That's great, that's great. I care, it's very interesting. I don't know, I'm in a shitty mood. It's right before the show, I was talking to this guy, and like 30 seconds into the conversation, he hits me with, "You're gay and retarded," and walks away. I'm like, dude, that's messed up. All I said to you was that you're hot like a Power Ranger, so I don't know where you can pull that. Like, I don't know, it's just been a horrible week for me, and what's so bad about it is it started out with such potential. Like, I was with my best friend, and we were in his garage, and we found a treasure map. And we were like, that's pretty cool. We just do, you know, what you do in that situation. We went to REI, we bought some equipment, we went on an expedition. And like, seriously, the first couple days were awesome. And then on the third day, it just all went to hell. We got lost, we didn't know where we were going. We were just running around in circles for hours. And finally I was like, "Hey dude, let me see the map." And he's like, "Oh dude, you can't see the map because then you'll know where the treasure is." And I'm like, "You're an idiot, we're both going there, just let me see the map." And we argued like that, just incessantly, like little children, until, I'm not proud of this, but in a moment of jealous rage, I grabbed my newly purchased camping shovel and I beat him to death. And that's when I came to the realization that friendship is the greatest treasure of them all. And I don't know, that's fucking killed my week. It's been a bummer. It's like that. God, okay, this is the really sad thing. I've finally accepted that my life is so fucking boring. The only way I can make it exciting is I've started narrating it like it's a trailer for a new movie. A young man, full of hope, meets an old sandwich with a dark history. Together, they face some unanswered questions, and in the end, learn the real meaning of diarrhea. That's how it's been. Okay, let's get to it, guys. I'm gonna take some time and say something political. It might be too edgy for UC Santa Cruz, but I'm gonna throw it out there, okay? I'm not a fan of the South. No, it's a whole area of the country that just bigoted and prejudiced. And I mean, I've really never been there myself, but that's just my understanding from radio, film, and television. I've had like one major run-in with the South, I think. I was seated on this airline flight with this guy, he was a minister from Texas. And when I sit down, he's like, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, I'm from San Francisco. And he's like, "Oh, you mean San Francisco?" It's like, yeah, that's exactly what I meant. How did you know? And then, as if I asked, he went on to proceeded to tell me, "My theory about gay marriage is it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve." Like, your theory on gay marriage is I like bullshit puns? And it just kept on getting creepier. He told me, like, "You know about that gaydar they talk about on the news? They say it's only for queers, but that is not true. Jesus has gifted me with gaydar to smite his enemies. The way it works is if I stare at a man long enough and I achieve an erection, he is definitely gay." And then he said for $3 he'd give me a hand job in the bathroom. And I was like, "Dude, that's way too much fucking much, the $1. And made a gentleman's agreement on $2.50, and that's the story of the best airplane flight in my life. So, let's see, you guys are young. Anybody in here a parent? Anybody in here have parents? The rest of you guys are orphans, and I've just brought up like a really horrible subject for a comedy show. Okay, I'm not a parent, but I do pretend to be one when I'm in a rush. Because if you're ever in a long line and you need to get to the front, all you need to do is just turn around to the guy next to you and go, "What an awful day to leave my infant child in the car with all the windows rolled up. And it's ever so hot outside." And they'll let you to the front of the line. They kind of give you this like bullshit, like, "Why aren't we calling the cops and reporting you right now, look?" And you just need to get up in their face and be like, "Hey, I'm a good person. That car with the dying baby, it's a Prius. It's a hybrid, okay? I am not the asshole driving an SUV on a spare air day, okay? I know I could be doing better. I know I should be taking public transportation, people, but I'm just uncomfortable with the idea of leaving a child on a bus. Imaginary or not. Fuck it, guys. Let's get to the point. Let's get to the point. Everybody has an opinion on wildlife. This is mine. I like raccoons, okay? Wasn't always the case. Until once, I was watching this raccoon. It thought it was being all sneaky, that nobody knew what it was up to. Then it saw that I was watching, it kind of freaked out. It didn't know if it was going to run back to the darkness, or if it was going to continue to that trash can and eat that rest of the pizza I threw away. Finally, it did it. It ran for the trash can, and just ran off back in the darkness. And what I thought was beautiful about it was that it was exactly like just a little tiny ninja that was stoned out of his mind. And I know what you guys are thinking here at the Barn Theater. You're thinking, Kevin, okay, ninjas wouldn't eat food out of the trash can. Ninjas are honorable, okay? And that's where you're mistaken. Ninjas aren't honorable. You're probably thinking of samurai or people who marry their baby mamas. And now you're thinking, ninjas don't marry their baby mamas? No, they don't. They use their uncanny ability and stealth to get the hell out of that situation. Feudal Japan was a sad time for the single woman. I don't know, this is really interesting. Last night, I was outside this club smoking a cigarette, and this girl came up to me, and she was like, you know, I know you don't know me, but can you just walk me back to my car so I don't get raped? I was like, that's a little upfront, but sure. It was just weird, because the whole time I was thinking to myself, this is going to be the greatest example of irony ever. And it was. She totally raped me. It was crazy. Hey guys, I've been Kevin O'Shea. I'm going to give it back to your host, Grant Ryan.